Despite a rough launch, Cyberpunk 2077 still stands as a solid RPG with an interesting sci-fi story. The game is boosted even more with the release of its DLC, Phantom Liberty, which added even more solutions to the main plot. I'm Will from GameRant, and today we're ranking every ending from Cyberpunk 2077. This should go without saying, but spoilers ahead. Number 9. The Easy Way Out. The Easy Way Out definitely lives up to its namesake, since it's the only ending without an actual final mission. Near the end of the game, V and Johnny will be sitting on a rooftop planning their next move. If the player chooses, V can just give up and commit suicide, meaning that Johnny and V get a very sudden and very unsatisfying ending. A positive about this ending though is that it does make you think about whether sacrificing the lives of other people is really worth saving your own. Despite being at the bottom of this list, it certainly could be worse. Number 8. Uploading to Makosi. If the player decides to side with Hanako and help her take over Arasaka, then V is saved from Johnny taking over their body. However, this is not the end, as V is then told they have 6 months left to live as a result of damage left behind by the chip. V is then given the choice to live out the rest of their life on Earth or to upload their consciousness onto Makosi. This ending definitely rubs some people the wrong way, since it involves trusting a corporation and implying that one day V will take over someone else's body, like Johnny almost did to them. Number 7. Take the cure at the end of Phantom Liberty. The Phantom Liberty DLC gave players a lot of new options for how to get rid of the relic once and for all. This ending involves flying away from the final rooftop despite Johnny's protests and giving a bittersweet goodbye to both him and Night City. V then wakes up 2 years later from a coma, cured but unable to have cyberware on them. V in this ending ends up becoming just like everybody else and getting beaten up by a few lowlifes in Night City. Sure, they got cured, but at what cost? Number 6. Attacking Arasaka with Rogue, lose V. Taking on Arasaka directly with Johnny controlling V has a few definite pros and cons. Storming the tower with Rogue always ends with her being killed by Atom Smasher, and with her connection to Johnny, it means that he has some heavy guilt about letting her die. Johnny at least gets to live on in this ending, with V still wasting away in their last days if they go out on their own terms. Number 5. Siding with Hanako, but not uploading to Makosi. This ending has a lot of the same negatives as uploading, needing V to side with Hanako and Arasaka. It still leaves a very bitter taste in the mouth as V chooses to wait out their last days on the Arasaka space station, staring down at Earth. In this ending, V is completely isolated with no ways out or a name to call their own. This ending is by far the worst to not directly involve V's death. Number 4. Attacking Arasaka with Aldecaldos, losing V. This ending plays out similarly to attacking with Rogue, only this time Panem and Aldecaldos is aiding V and Sol is the one to die against Atom Smasher. Letting Johnny take control at the end also plays out roughly the same, but Panem is noticeably more upset and vows to destroy Johnny once she hunts him down. Number 3. Attacking Arasaka with Rogue, keeping V. Like the ending before this, attacking the tower with Rogue means that she ends up dying. However, letting V keep control at the end does result in a different ending. V takes over Rogue's bar, the Afterlife, and slowly makes themselves into a Night City legend. The epilogue sees V taking one last mission in space and concludes with an amazing shot of V staring down at Earth on their own terms. Number 2. Attacking Arasaka with Aldecaldos and keeping V. This ending stands out as easily the happiest of the base game endings. The attack on Arasaka plays out the same with Aldecaldos aiding you in the attack. However, after the mission, V travels with Panem to try and find a way to avoid V's 6-month time frame. While it is uncertain whether or not Panem actually gets V the help they need, it is at least good to see that V is facing this down with friends. Number 1. The hidden, and best, ending. This is the only ending that players can actually miss in the game, and it is also the hardest to get. V must first be on the best possible terms with Johnny, which means appealing to what Johnny wants. Then, during the final decision, the player must wait a few minutes before getting a new option to storm Arasaka Tower on their own. The mission that follows is incredibly difficult, and dying once completely ends the game. But if the player is able to get through all of that, they are treated to a new cutscene, albeit with a similar choice to other endings. This ending is the best by virtue that no one else had to die for this, and V earned it completely on their own. That was our ranking of every ending in Cyberpunk 2077. For more games and articles like this, remember to drop by GameRant.com. Thanks for watching, and we hope to see you next time.